Welcome once again to another weekly edition of the Crypto Mind NerdCon1 edition that I do for the NerdCon1.com network, a great network of creators that talk about all kinds of things nerdy, including gaming, cinema, Disney, all kinds of fantastic stuff. Go to NerdCon1.com, check them out on the web. Check them out on YouTube. They got their own YouTube station where they graciously live cast my video there, along with at my channel, The Crypto Mind, here on YouTube. So you can catch us at either place. We also stream out to Twitch and get blasted across a whole bunch of podcasts platforms. So there's no reason you can't catch my show on the NerdCon1 network somewhere in the way that you like to consume information. Check out nerdcon1.com. Hey, we got a great crew, great content besides mine, and we even have merch. Don't forget, you can get your own Crypto Mind shirts and hoodies, and show everybody that you are in the Crypto Mind space. All right, so and don't forget, Crypto Mind on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps. Click the notification bell so that you can be notified when a new video goes up. All right. So here I am, starting with the Coin360.com heat map, and as you see, there's a lot of red going on right now. There's a real tug of war going on overall in the markets. There was kind of a down market for the last couple days. We spiked up a bit yesterday and the day before. Now we're retracing, so it's like back and forth. We're kind of going sideways on a lot of cryptos right now. But if you notice this heat map, I'll try to get out of the way for a second. There are some dark green spots, and there is a correlation on some of these dark green spots, and they happen to do with NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and the spaces that occupy them and how they're being used. So what is a non-fungible token? It's something very different than, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum. Those are fungible tokens, meaning that one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. If you trade someone a Bitcoin and they give you back a Bitcoin, you have exactly the same thing. Every single Bitcoin is just like every other Bitcoin out there in the crypto universe, or Ethereum, or Cardano, or all sorts of other, most tokens and currencies are fungible, meaning that they've got the same value for their like kind. What a non-fungible token is something that doesn't work that way. And what happens is with non-fungible tokens, they get attached to a specific item. And once they're attached to that item, that specific token attached to that specific item becomes worth whatever that item's worth. And so the token just transfers ownership, to people depending on if they've purchased it or not. So non-fungible tokens are basically digital things, and they can represent something in the digital world, and they can represent something in the not digital world too. You can tokenize, non-digital things. So right now, while all this indecision is going on, the world of non-fungible tokens is exploding, and it's exploding in the game world and also in the art world. And I'm going to go through 3 examples today of what I mean. I'm going to save the best one for last, so hang on to the end of the episode. But so a while back, I talked about crypto games, right? And I showed a place where you could see where there were a lot of different crypto games listed. And then I also talked about a grouping of crypto games that were powered by the Engine token, and that also were cooperating with each other, working what they call the multiverse. And the multiverse is basically where games of different kinds have agreed that they all sort of occupy the same universe. So that if you're playing in a certain game in the multiverse and you acquire an item, and as we talked about before, these items are attached on the blockchain and with ownership, that they're yours. But they're not only yours in that game, in the multiverse, they're yours in any of the multiverse games. And so you can use items from one game in another game. So it's truly like, I would say, an innovation where they're recognizing that our work, our hard work in games and doing things should have more value for us necessarily than the games specifically. The games make themselves more valuable by accepting the idea that you can transfer in items from with your hard work to other places. And then not only that, because the items are attached to you on the blockchain, they can have a certain value, and especially if there are more rare items from a game. There are places to go. I'm just going to type one up here real quick because it is... there are places you can go either within the game universe or outside the game universe at this place called OpenSea, the largest NFT marketplace, right? And so here at OpenSea, people will list their NFTs that they have and an asking price, and and it can be in whatever type of currency that they want to accept, and people make transactions here all the time. So there even domain names are being sold here, and art, trading cards. I'm going to get into a whole lot of that. It's just here to show you that it's for real, that these digital items are real once they're created, once they're minted, and once you own it, it can have a value. Again, the market really determines that, whatever you and someone else can negotiate. And also, like anything else, if you have a common item, might not go for that much. If you have an uncommon item, a little bit more. And if you have a rare item, look out, depending on how much someone's willing to pay. So, so with that in mind, the engine coin that I was talking about that works in the multiverse and many other games are creating more and more uses and more NFTs for different things. Even someone like Microsoft here, Azure Heroes, where they have a blockchain-based digital badge rewards program, so that you can create badges for things that you're doing in other space. And not only now can someone get a badge for accomplishing something, whether it's in games or whether it's in the workspace, that badge is now becoming an NFT. It's like theirs. That you can always say, I earned this badge at this time in this place, and here's my proof of it, and carry it with you. So that's, we're coming up with some just people are coming up with ingenious ways of thinking about non-fungible tokens, attaching something digitally, and letting the owner of that take true ownership of the item. So, and like even this, Pluriform, they're creating digital clothing. And if you buy their digital clothing and you get the token and you can apply that in certain games that apply, you can then put that clothing on your character, your avatar, as you do other things. And you can like it for yourself, or if other people think it's cool, hey, you could sell it. So that's just that's amazing. Engine's been working hard on all of this, and as a result of that hard work, let's look at their price. $1.25 per Engine coin right now, right? And again, this is the coin that just attaches itself. It's not the item itself. So, but yet, Engine has skyrocketed in price. If you owned an Engine token 1 year ago today, that is now 1,062.4% more valuable than it was 365 days ago. And so that's 10x, 10 times what you paid for it a year ago. But a lot of us a year ago Engine wasn't even on our radar. But look at this, even 30 days ago, we're up 267%. That's 2.6 times whatever you paid for it before. Even 7 days ago, 1 week ago, if you bought it 1 week ago, you're up 155%, 1.5 times what you paid for it initially. And that's because people are wanting to use the Engine coin to develop and create their NFTs. So that's Engine for you. And I think one of the reasons Engine is going up so much, like if we look at the last 90 days on this chart here, there we go. Look at that chart after 90 days ago. Oh my God, right? So even while market's flat on some of the big coins that we're all paying attention to all the time, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, there's still things going on in the cryptoverse that are just skyrocketing. And if you are part of any of it, you can be doing good. There's way more than just cryptocurrency in the cryptoverse. All right. Next is a token I haven't talked about before, but there's news. Wax launches Garbage Pail Kids physical cards with an NFT redemption at Walmart and Target. Okay, so you don't think crypto's real? Walmart and Target are now interacting with this stuff. So Garbage Pail Kids, a favorite of a lot of people before. They are available at Walmart and Target. As the article says, continuing the trend with major IP brands like Street Fighter releasing cards on Wax blockchain, Wax has just announced that Garbage Pail Kids will now have a physical form available at Walmart and Target that includes an NFT redemption code. So what that means is that you can basically make these cards attached to an NFT, and the code knows what those cards are, is what I'm understanding, and so knows how to attach all of that together. Using the Wax network and the Wax tokens. So that just happened on the 24th of this month. So you might want to go check that out if you're a Garbage Pail Kids fan. This could be really bullish for Wax, not only with the Street Fighter thing, but now Garbage Pail Kids, which I think was even bigger than Street Fighter. And what happens is you're going to have a digital collectible card. So that you could trade, keep, collect, sell. And so this is a big deal for Wax. The more Wax is used, the more valuable it gets, just like with Engine Coin. And sure enough, like today, as of the recording, today on Thursday, the, the 4th of March, it's up 19.7% just today. It's beating Bitcoin's performance today. And now, it's not as dramatic of a rise as Engine Coin. Like a year ago, if you had this token, you were up 1.5x, 155%. But honestly, a third of that has happened in the last 2 weeks. 14 days, up 55%. So there's a lot more clamor for Wax tokens. And Wax token holders know that and are selling them for higher prices. So whether or not you get an NFT, if you hold some of these tokens that underline the NFTs, you can make a play on this stuff. And I love the idea that, I could either own Wax tokens and just play with that. I could get Wax and attach NFTs to it, and that's cool as well. So there's a lot of avenue here, and I think some of this price rise is the fact that people are starting to engage with Wax more. Okay, again, all of these tokens I'm talking about today are not mineable coins. Okay, you are going to have to go out into the marketplace and get these, and and for U.S. customers that can be a little bit more difficult, right? You're going to need to check Bittrex. This is an exchange that I like to use. And there is a Wax USD pair. So that means that U.S. customers can get it through Bittrex. And that's a good thing. And I believe Engine is also on the U.S. Bittrex exchange. I use Bittrex on occasion to do my crypto trading that I want to do or acquiring. I'm not a Coinbase fan. I haven't done Kraken. Bittrex is where I go to start up. And if you're curious about opening up a Bittrex account, I will have a link down below for you to do that. All right, that's Wax. So now here, Wax is kind of like in the middle zone, where Engine's talking about everything is purely digital, and digital NFTs. And Wax is like, we're going to give you something physical, but we're also going to allow you to attach it digitally. And that's a space that they're occupying. And before I get to my last item, the big one that just made news today, we're going to take a little 10-second break from one of our sponsors.
Hey everyone, at Disney Adams here from the NerdCon1 channel. I would like you to join me in welcoming GamerGoat to the family of sponsors for the NerdCon1 channel. If you are a listener or a viewer of NerdCon1, you can now get a 15% discount at www.gamergoat.com using code NerdCon1. That's www.gamergoat.com using code NerdCon1.
This happened today. Banksy art piece set ablaze and replaced with an NFT. Okay? So art enthusiasts have tokenized a pricey Banksy artwork. They burnt the original art piece in a live stream and are replacing it with a non-fungible token version set to be available on OpenSea. So they digitized this artwork and now have tokenized it. So literally the physical artwork is gone. But it was, and now it exists only in digital form. So a group of art and tech enthusiasts bought the authentic art piece by this pseudonymous England-based street artist Banksy, set it on fire in Brooklyn, New York. They digitized the art piece into an NFT before doing so. And the piece, called Morons, was reportedly purchased for $100,000. Right? And so one of the people who did this, they said the goal is to inspire tech enthusiasts and artists. We want to explore a new medium for artistic expression. And they live streamed it on their Twitter page. I don't have a link right now, but I'm sure you could find it if you want to. But what this means is that people are willing to pay for digital art. And the idea that they can get the digital art purely from a transfer of an NFT across the cyberspace to wherever they are in the world, I think that's where they're seeing the value, is that they don't have to get it shipped, they don't have to deal with all of that and customs or whatever. It's like, boom, it's yours. And if there's ever a question of copying or whatever, there's a way to prove the original ownership on the blockchain. And that's, I think, also what people are liking in the world of so many forgeries of great art pieces and whatnot, that in the digital world, there's a way to be able to prove originality. So, there you go. We've got just another example. And look, Forbes magazine is talking about this kind of stuff. So this is not just some nerdy backwater tech thing. People are in a lot of corners are really looking at this whole trend that's going on, and I think it's great. I mean, there's a time and place for everything, both physical and digital, and everyone can make up their mind how they want to do that. But what is the value of that digitized art piece? Well, we found out today someone's willing to pay $100,000 for it. So yeah. So so once again, the digital space, NFTs, even this one here down below. I'm going to click on this dark green one, Decentraland, also known as Mana. Mana has been sharply rising in the last few days. And Mana is like Second Life, only that it's decentralized. And so that you can really own a piece of Decentraland and work it up and form it. It's an ongoing project that a lot of people are putting some time and sweat into, and still very much early in its development. So, again, there's a lot of people who like Second Life and appreciated Second Life, even used it. Like, it was amazing. I saw Second Life gamified, And then I also heard about like companies that created a little space within Second Life, and they would have their board meetings and things there, like uh, virtually, and have people interact within that. I was actually shocked when I heard that, but we human beings are very creative and find ways to do a lot of things. And I hope that you think that this is just another way and another example of the amazing things that are going on in crypto space, and that you should be paying attention to and learning about. Again, I love here. I was looking at Coin360, but a lot of times my go-to is CoinGecko.com, and when you go to a specific item, you can always click on the item's website. You can check out the chart. You can check out trading pairs of where the coin or token is being traded. But yeah, I mean, this is how I've discovered a lot of things. And so I'll just click and I will go to this is Wax's site and take a look at what they're about and what they say they're about and everything. This is one of the ways that I research the different projects that are going on there. And I am constantly amazed at what's happening. Now, yeah, you go to any website of the project, and of course they're going to tell you they're the greatest thing since sliced cheese. But you can also see news coming out about actual things happening that are actually being produced and productive uses of whatever coin or token that's going on. And sometimes you look for news and there's nothing. So, there's ways of figuring all of this stuff out. I hope that you will keep joining me on the journey of discovering and learning new things in the crypto space. If you've liked what you've heard, please smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it if you're on YouTube, and like on any of the other platforms that you see us on. It really helps to spread the word. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Stay tuned on Saturday for Cinephile Saturday on nerdcon1.com. Always an interesting show.